Good morning, students. Welcome to the geography class. Today we are going to continue the chapter number 8, Land and the People. In this chapter, we have already covered the life in deserts. So, today we will start a new topic, life in temperate grasslands. Students, you have already studied that there are different ecosystems on the earth. And above that, we have temperate grasslands. Temperate grasslands also have a unique kind of climatic conditions. Temperate grasslands have moderate type of climate. These grasslands are found between subtropical to subpolar regions. You can say a tropical region which has the hot summer and mild winters. And subpolar means the area which has cool winters and mild summers. So these type of regions have the temperate grasslands. As you know, these temperate grasslands are known as by various local names. You can say it is called prairies in North America, pampas in South America, steppes in Europe, downs in Australia, and the veld in Africa. So students, we'll be studying about the temperate grasslands and we will do the case study of temperate grasslands, especially of North America, that is prairies, and the veld in Africa. Students, before starting today's video, let's see the learning outcomes. Students, after the completion of the video, you would be able to differentiate between the prairies and the veld grasslands with respect to their location, climate, and vegetation. Students, both these grasslands are temperate grasslands. Both these have moderate type of climate, but still there is a uniqueness in their vegetation. And we'll study what factors, what things are responsible for this variation. Secondly, we will identify and locate the prairies and the veld grasslands on the world map. Student, these locations are very important from examination point of view. You will be always asked to mark these on the world map. So we'll practice that also. Let's start our today's topic, the prairies. We'll see the location first. The grasslands in the North America are known as the prairies. They cover a large area of USA and Canada, as you can see on the map also. The area is drained by river Mississippi and its tributaries. The basin is very fertile and important for agriculture. Students, you can see on the map the river Mississippi is flowing through this area and it brings alluvial soil along with it, and that is very good for agriculture. It's one of the fertile soil of the world. Now let's discuss the climate of prairies. The prairies have a continental type of climate. Student, we have studied that the temperate grasslands are found in the interior parts of the continent. So it is the example that the prairies are also located in the interior part of North America continent. The summers are hot and winters are cold here. The temperature in summer goes as high 38 degrees Celsius and in the winter it is low as minus 40 degrees Celsius. About the rainfall is not sufficient for the growth of trees. Due to that, there is different type of grasses can be found. In some places, grass grows taller than a man. Let's see the animal life in the prairies grasslands. The common animals found here are jackal, rabbit, deer, dog, etc. Large herds of bisons are also found in the prairies. People are very fond of hunting bisons. Let's see the vegetation of prairies grasslands. Prairies have fertile soil and it is very important for agriculture. Now, due to this, a large part of prairies is now being converted into agricultural land. The main crops are wheat, corn, oats, etc. The type of farming done here is extensive farming. So let's see the features of extensive farming. The farms are big in size and the work is mostly done with the help of machines. Modern methods of cultivation and high yielding variety of seeds are used. Hence, the prairies are called the granaries of the world. In some parts of prairies, mixed farming is also followed. Mixed farming means the growing of crops and rearing of animals at the same farm. Let's see the life of people in the prairies grassland. The population is mainly concentrated around the wheat growing areas or near the river banks. The prairies are very well connected with all modern means of transportation. Due to the increase in population in the recent past, the grasslands have been cleared for agriculture, construction of transport routes, and settlements. This has resulted in serious problems of soil erosion, which leads to drought conditions. Let's see the wells. We'll discuss the location first. These grasslands are located in the South Africa and known as veld. Veld is a Dutch word which means fields. These are the temperate grasslands of South Africa, covers the southern part of Africa continent. It lies between the Drakensberg Plateau in the east and merges with the Kalahari Desert in the west. It is also known as High Veld because it is located in the plateau surface. The main river flows here are the Limpopo and Orange. Let's discuss the climate of the Wales. If we talk about temperature, it has a moderate type of a climate. The summers are short and warm. The winters are long and cool. Rainfall is very low here. Droughts are common in this area. Drought means the area which faces shortage of water for a long period. You can say lack of water. Vegetation and soil in the well. There is a lack of availability of water in the wells. Even the area is quite cooler due to increase in height in the plateau region. And due to this, there is a dry climatic condition. Plants do not grow here, and that is why the area is dominated by grasslands. Agriculture is not possible in the well as it is a plateau area and the soil is infertile. Hence, we can say there is the low agricultural production. The veld grasslands are rich in various minerals like gold, diamond and coal. Coal mines are common in Johannesburg and the diamond mines of Kimberley are well known on the western border of the veld. The agro-based and mineral-based industries are also common here. The veld area has reduced drastically due to the development of towns, cities, industries, etc. The natural environment in the veld grassland is also disturbed due to the rapid increase in the urbanization, or you can say the development. That's all we have done for today's topic, and now it's time for home assignment. On the outline map of the world, locate the prairies and the wealth grasslands. Students, you will send your work to your geography teacher for checking. Till then, take care, stay safe at home, happy learning.